Khao Bun Nam Ba. This dish has me going crazy because it is so good and fragrant with aromatics. Not only is it healthy with tilapia fish, but it brings all the flavors of badak, fish sauce, red curry wrapped in vermicelli noodles, and also you get to customize your dish with anything you want on top. This dish has me drooling for days. Sabaydi Pinong, hi fam, welcome back to Sang's Kitchen. Fall is finally here and it's getting a little chilly, so I thought this would be a perfect time to share with y'all how to make one of my favorite dishes, which is a vermicelli curry noodle soup made with whole fish. And in Lao, it's called Khao Bun Nam Ba. And so this is usually made with either chicken or fish. I decided to go with the fish version today because I think it's important for you all to learn how to use an entire fish and not be scared of it. So there are a lot of components in this dish, so let's get cooking. The first thing you want to do is make the broth. So we're going to go ahead and grab a large Dutch oven and go ahead and add all the water in there, and you want to get it to a rolling boil. As you wait for it to get it to a rolling boil, let's prepare our aromatics. So we're first going to use galangal, and we want to make sure that you smash the top of the galangal to get all those fragrances out. And then lemongrass, and you're going to do things, smash it. And then lime leaves, you can just crush with your hands. And then cilantro root, and if you don't have roots, which I don't have today, so I'm using cilantro stems. And you're going to add all of this into the boiling water. Now, one of my favorite parts of this dish is using a whole tilapia fish. Oh my gosh, y'all, yes, I'm using a whole tilapia fish instead of just the fillets. Using a whole fish in your broth is gonna make an immense difference because that's where all the flavor comes. From boiling the bones, the head, the eyeballs, all that good stuff. I think he's staring at me, so I'm just gonna put it down now. You wanna make sure that the whole tilapia fish is well cleaned and descaled. And I go to a lot of Southeast Asian markets, or even in general Asian markets, and they should have a big section where they'll actually help you descale and clean everything. And all you have to do is bring home a cleaned fish that's ready to cook. And then I'm also gonna add chicken feet that have been denailed, and you're gonna add right into the broth. And you're gonna let all this simmer on low heat for 20 minutes with a lid right on top. After 20 minutes, your fish should be done. And so we're gonna carefully take out the fish and put it right into the bowl and wait for a few minutes until it cools off. And then we're gonna go right into the fish and debone it and make sure you get all the meat from the fish and separate it. Then I'm gonna grab my mortar and pestle and add all my tilapia meat in there. And then I'm gonna thumb and smash until all the pieces are broken apart and you have kind of a rough paste of the fish. In this dish, I also love adding pork blood. So in a separate pot, you're gonna get it to a rolling boil and then dice up all your pork blood into cubes and then add it right into the pot with lemongrass. And you're gonna let this cook for about 15 minutes on low simmer and then it should be done. While the broth is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and start making our sauce. So with a large saute pan, put a little bit of vegetable in the middle, and then you wanna get this on high heat, and then grab your minced shallots, add that right into there, and then your minced garlic, and you want to saute this for about 30 seconds. After that, you're going to grab your red curry, add that right into the saute pan, and you're going to mix everything together and then do another 30 seconds of sauteing the curry and shallots. There are so many variations of red curry paste out there, so how do you know which one to buy? Well, I can tell you it really depends on your preference. There are some red curry pastes that are vegan, that are higher in sugar, and that are also just filled with aromatics and spices, and that's it. So if you're feeling extra adventurous, I say go ahead and get all your spices and aromatics and make your own red curry paste, and voila. After 1 minute of sauteing, go ahead and slowly pour your coconut milk right into the saute pan. And you want to mix this together until everything is well incorporated. Now we're going to flavor up our sauce. So go ahead and grab shrimp paste, fish sauce, badak, sugar, MSG, and you're going to mix and let this simmer on low for about 2 minutes until everything is well incorporated. And it should be a bit salty because all this sauce is going to go right into the broth, which will spread out all those flavors. And now go ahead and add that pounded tilapia right into here, and then you're going to really incorporate all those flavors and put it into the tilapia. So I'm gonna mix it really well. Now you should have a really thick and rich fish kind of curry paste. And so we're gonna take this and carefully pour it into the broth, and you're gonna see all this change colors. I like to add extra pepper in here, so I'm actually gonna grab one of my things that I love using, which is Korean pepper powder, and that's really gonna bring out the red in this dish. So I wanna make sure everything's mixed well together, and then you want this to simmer on low heat for 30 minutes. All right, so our broth should be done. So go ahead and open it up. We can pour all the pork blood right in here and let the broth cool for a bit as we work on our noodles. All right, so we are working with vermicelli noodles. These are one of my favorites. If you don't know how to make them, you can just buy these right into the store. I like using the fine version of these. I don't like my noodles too thick. With a pot of boiling hot water, go ahead and add all your vermicelli rice noodles right into there. And then it's gonna take about 5 to 6 minutes, and you wanna occasionally stir this so nothing sticks on the bottom. And you can check it by looking at the noodles, taking some to the top and squeezing them, make sure that everything is well cooked. Once you're happy with your cooked noodles, let's go to the sink and you want to drain off all the hot water. After that, you want to stop the noodles from cooking, so let's go ahead and rinse it with really cold water. You want to do this a few times so it really stops the noodles from cooking because we don't want soggy vermicelli noodles. And now I'm going to grab a big bowl with some cool water and add all those vermicelli noodles right in. And this is gonna help me strand out each individual clump of vermicelli noodles. So what I like to do is take my pointer finger, my thumb, pinch the noodles and grab a big handful out, let the noodle rinse just a bit, and go ahead and put it on a strainer and all that water will come out. So you wanna continuously do this. After 10 minutes, your noodles should have drained quite well and you'll be able to serve this more easily in different serving sizes of the noodles. All right, we are almost done. We have a lot of different garnishes for this dish. It's really up to you. You can customize it however you like. I'm gonna show you what I like to eat my kapwa ng pa with. And so one of the main things I wanna emphasize is actually banana blossoms. This banana blossom is also known as a banana heart, and it grows at the end of a banana fruit cluster. Now, all of this, once you peel off the crimson layers, you'll find the male stem parts, and they are also edible, so don't throw any of this away. You'll find that this is almost similar to an artichoke, so I would say try using it on salads or on garnishes, and you will fall in love with this like Mega Man type looking thing. With the banana blossom, go ahead and start taking off about 4 layers. And you're gonna see that the banana blossom is gonna become a lighter color, purple, and that's totally what you want. After that, let's trim off any dirty edges. You can rinse this once. And then I'm gonna cut it right in half. After that, I'm gonna really thinly cut it from the top to the bottom and have a bowl of cold water next to you because you can put all the cut up banana blossom right into the bowl of water and squeeze a little lime on top, and that's gonna help the banana blossom stay its color and not turn brown. All right, y'all, we have finished all the components of kapwa ng pa, and now it is time to assemble our dish. So go ahead and grab a large bowl, and we're gonna start with first adding the vermicelli noodles. I like adding about 2 to 3 clumps of vermicelli noodles. And then you're gonna ladle your desired amount of broth right on top. Make sure you get some pork blood in there and some chicken feet. And now we're gonna add all your garnishes. So I like to add my diced up banana blossom, chili oil, cabbage, long bean, mustard greens, cilantro, bean sprout, a squeeze of lime on top, and then I top it off with some fresh mint. All right, y'all, the bowl of kapwa ng pa is done, so I'm gonna come right to the front and eat with you all right? All right, y'all, the kapwa is done. I'm just looking in here, it looks so good. I'm gonna dive right in with the vermicelli noodles, some veggies. Flavors, blast. The collagen from the chicken feet make the broth extra thick, and that's what I love for this kapwa. The spices from the curry just go so well together, and then the fish sauce and badak is like a big hug in a bowl. I love this dish so much. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make kapwa ng pa. This is easily one of those dishes that can be the star of the night, and it'll feed the whole family. So let me know in the comments below if you prefer the chicken version or the fish version. So please, oh my God, who's there?
I want your badak.
No, not the badak, no!